Welcome back! In the last video we set up a Minecraft server, installed Eclipse and set up our first project. We also imported the Spigot.jar file into this project. In this episode I will teach you the following things. Create a package and a class, write your first bit of code, create a plugin.yml file and export your plugin to your server. So let's get started. In Java you can code in classes. There are many more types, but we don't have to worry about those for now. But if we want to work organized, we need to manage our pieces of code well. That's why we're going to create a package. Besides giving structural order to your project, packages also prevent name collisions. If you would have two classes with the same name, it could give us problems. Anyways, so let's create a package. We can do this by right-clicking on the source folder inside of our project. Hover over New and click Package. Let's give it a name. I'm gonna name it my YouTube name .minecraft. Your name, however, should only contain lowercase characters. Click Finish and an empty package showed up in your source folder. Now we're going to create a class. Right click on your package, hover over New and click Class. I'm gonna call mine Main, as this is our main class. Note that your class name should start with a capital letter. Click Finish and your first class was created. Now we can start coding. In order to make use of all the pre-written code inside of the Spigot.jar file, we have to so-called extend it to our class. We can achieve this by typing extends java plugin. As you can see, a red line shows up underneath Java plugin. Hover over it and there should be an import fix to our problem. Click import java plugin org.bucket.plugin.java. As our first project, we are going to write a very simple plugin which prints a message to the console when the plugin is loaded and unloaded. So where do we start? When the server starts up, it has to load all the plugins. So when a plugin is enabled, there's a function that will be called. This function is called onEnable. We are going to write this first bit of code, so hit Ctrl and space and type onEnable. You'll see it will show up. You can get rid of what's inside of the curly brackets. Inside of these curly brackets we can actually code. Just copy this code from me for now. Write system.out.print line. With print line we can actually print a piece of text to the console. So inside of these double quotes we can write our text. This is also known as a string. I'm gonna type our plugin just enabled. There's also a very similar function to onEnable. It's called onDisable. Its definition is quite self-explanatory. So just hit Ctrl and space again and type onDisable. You can again get rid of what's inside the curly brackets, and I'm just gonna copy our previously written code and make sure to change enabled to disabled. Now we can almost export the plugin. But we first need to create a plugin.yml file which the server can utilize to identify our plugin and get some additional information. For example, get the current version of our plugin. So right click on your project, hover over New and click File. You must call it plugin.yml. Click Finish and the plugin.yml file will be created. Eclipse will ask you for editors available on the marketplace, just click Cancel. There are three required attributes. The first one, name, the second one, version, and the third one, main. The name is just the name of your plugin, so in that case it would be our first plugin. This, by the way, does not have to be the same name as your project. Your version is going to be 1.0, as this is our first version. The main attribute refers to the path of the class that extends Java plugin. So in that case it would be our main class. So the path to our main class is brulf.minecraft.main. Make sure your class name also starts with a capital letter. Now we can save our entire project by clicking Save All. Refresh our plugin.yml file as it has to sync with our project. And also refresh your project by pressing F5 or right click and click Refresh. Now we can export our plugin. So right click on your project, go to Export, go underneath the Java folder, select jar file. Click Next, and then we have to select our export destination. Browse to your server. My server is on my desktop. Go into the plugins folder, click Save. Then press Finish. You just exported your plugin to your server. Now we're gonna test our plugin. Let's see if it works. Go to your server folder and start your server. The server started up, and as you can see, we got our message. Our plugin just enabled. As you can see, it also told us that it was enabling our plugin. It used our name and our version from the plugin.yml file. Now, if we stop the server, let's see if it also gives us our disabled message. Yep, it did. Our plugin works. So, thank you for watching for this episode, and I will see you in the next one.